Hello, welcome to another session of Youth Voice Open House. Today we have Sophia who's going to talk about her experience.
Hi everyone, my name is Sophia and I'm a grade 11 student. Today I'm going to be sharing my dance experience and how it motivates me to try my best to make an impact on society. I started dancing when I was 3 years old. It was love at first sight, and I saw kids at the same age wearing the same pink fluffy tutus, and they were so gorgeous. So I loved the environment and the look of the movements. So I buzzed my mom to let her register her class for me, and the journey of dance started there. I discovered my passion after an injury when I was in grade 5, where I accidentally broke my leg and I had to stay in the wheelchair for a few weeks. I was extremely uncomfortable, and I wanted to go back so badly. The first year in Canada, I danced in a studio near my home, and it was pretty smooth at first. However, after a while, I realized I was always in that awkward spot during class. The teacher didn't really care about me and didn't really correct my movements, and even sometimes just choose to ignore my questions or my mistakes. I always find myself sitting in the corner of the dance studio because I have no one to talk to, and while the other students are always laughing and talking on the other side, because they have been dancing together for so many years, but I was just a newcomer, so then I have a strong feeling of left out. That year was pretty bad. I first lost confidence in dance, where I started to doubt myself that I should terminate the class. Because of the pressure to fit in, I kind of binge eating a lot during that year, where I gained a lot of weight. And it was kind of unacceptable for me because I was a dancer and I was skinny the whole time, and a million times of giving up just popped up in my head. After the first year's experience, I realized the issue that happened in the ballet society, so then I wanted to make a change. Last year, I was one of the National Ballet Youth Ambassadors across Canada, where 30 dancers from different provinces meet in a summit and discuss the issues in the dance community. There are a lot of examples, such as high cost of maintaining classes, accessories, and most importantly is how to make dance more accessible to everyone, especially to people that have different body shape, cultural backgrounds, and people who are interested but don't have the money to afford it. Most leotard that we see in the market is all for like really skinny dancers, and there are not a lot of options for others. Throughout the whole experience, it's my first time to feel the power of youth gathering together and discovering the issues that are currently happening in the society. And you're never alone, as there might be many people experiencing the same problem, and it is extremely important to step up in the community, gather like-minded peers, and start developing action plans. Any positive change is a change in society, and it doesn't matter if it is big or not. Share your thoughts and voices are crucial for not only us, but also our future generations. Joining, we can do different sharings, workshops, or volunteering is also a great way to become a change maker. So till now, it's all my dance journey and how I gradually became determined to make an impact in the dance community using my own voice and friends. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. Now on to our Q&A session. So I do have a lot of questions to ask you, Sophia. The first thing that I'm really interested about is, what's one moment in dance when you're on stage that you'll never forget and that left such a big impact on you?
I think it would be the moment, like one time I left my shoe on the backstage, so then it was kind of scary because I was going on stage like 1 minute later and I couldn't find my shoe. So then it ended up I have to do it with like just tights on, because it's gonna look weird if only I wear like one shoe and one doesn't. So then yeah, it was like really scary because it was my first time like having such a like solving a problem in such like a tight timing, you know, especially. And if it doesn't look good on stage, it's gonna impact like the whole visual of the show. So it was like pretty memorable.
Yeah, that's a very scary experience as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So my second question would be, if you could design, like you'd mentioned feeling left out as a new student. So I was wondering, like, what advice would you give to students who are feeling as a newcomer left out in either community like ballet or other things? What advice would you give them?
For me, I think the first thing is that you have to think in a proper way, like think in a positive way. So like for me, I first kind of thought in a negative way, like I thought I'm like really bad, like whatever, like something like that. So maybe just think that you're doing good, and it's just like timing problem. So also you can talk to your parents or teachers, because one thing I regret is I didn't talk to my mom about this issue, and then I was like bearing everything on myself for the first year. So it was kind of like a lot of pressure, but after talking to my mom, after that, I find it myself really relieved a lot, and I feel like if you feel uncomfortable in an environment, just talk to people that makes you comfortable.
For sure. That's an advice I'd carry with myself as well. Okay, the third thing I would say is, what surprised you the most when you were at the summit for the National Ballet?
I think I'm surprised at how we just don't know each other before, but then when we gathered together, we kind of just connected really quick, and we came out with a lot of ideas. We even talk about things that are about our own lives in different like provinces. You know, it was surprising because I thought it's gonna take a long time for us to be close, and we also have a lot of similar experiences, so we actually have a lot to talk. That's like, I'm really surprised at how welcome and friendly they are.
Yeah, it's very hard to get close to people, but maybe like when you share like a hobby or interest together, it's very easy. Okay, a fourth interest of mine is that I know that dancing requires a lot of like physical and mental strength. So like, how did you keep motivating yourself to keep going?
For me, I just feel like I should look, because I kind of like watching a lot of shows, expressions, and I just find it really satisfying to watch. So then whenever I feel down or lost motivation, I would just like go do something that interests me, such as like listening to classical music, you know, because ballet is like a lot of classical music. And then just watch like shows from my favorite dancer, which is like Maria, or like the UK national, like different levels of and expressions can actually interest you and motivate you to move forward.
For sure. Okay. Last fun question that I have. What would be like your favorite ballet performance you've ever watched?
I would say it's Giselle, because it's actually a like pretty, like a really good love story, and once you know the background story, you like think about connected to dance moves, and you just see that how impressive the dances are, and the choreography and the storyline. I just find it perfect, and also Giselle's background music is so good. It's like still one of my favorite. Like I first watched it in grade 1, and then now whenever I have an opportunity, I would just go watch it again because it's so good. The last time I watched it was last summer in China.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing with us today, Sophia. Bye.